Hey y'all, this is Kyle with the Atumos team here today with you, and we're going to walk through how to manage advanced filter logic within your Marketo smart list. As we dig into the platform, we'll take this example within our Marketo instance here at Atumos. Within a smart list, you have three different filters. You have all logic, you have any logic, and you have advanced logic. All meaning take all these filters and all of them must be true for individuals to qualify for the smart list. Any means any of the filters need to be true. It could be one, it could be two, it could be all of them in this instance, and any of those would qualify for the smart list. And then finally, with advanced filters, you're able to introduce and or logic, as well as introduce parentheses in here. Now, you will notice one thing that it took a little bit longer for me to understand was that with advanced logic, requires three or more filters. As you do this, you'll notice that advanced filters that doesn't work has a red squiggly line because it's required within there. So we do two filters. You'll see that advanced filters is no longer an option because of that there. So just make sure you have the correct logic in there. Do a lot of tests once you go through creating a smart list in here. Finally, as we think about best practices with advanced logic within your smart list, always test the criteria thoroughly. So this would mean going through and saying, as you go through here, I'm going to say advanced filters, and in another filter right here. As you start to build out your logic, start to then run the people, go to the people tab, figure out how many people are there. If you're expecting a higher number or a lower number, something may be off within your smart list. So test that thoroughly right there. Another thing would be just be patient when you're creating these lists right here. We're often in a hurry and get impatient with trying to get these lists to work out. Oftentimes, Marketo just needs a second to catch up and run the logic through the database to identify those individuals. So just take a second, make sure you see that the smart list has changed over here. And then finally, limit the number of references to other smart lists in here. So it is possible to do and reference these within a smart list right here, but you want to be mindful not to do too many. That way, the system doesn't try to get an overburden the system, and your smart list will be able to run a lot smoother. Ultimately, a lot of other dependencies really could result in more errors than you might do a little bit more digging in there. So these are your options when you think about advanced filter logic within Marketo and some best practices to go along with it.